Do you think it would be better? So originally, yes, because originally I didn't have a foot pedal and my APM was slow. Now it makes next to no difference. And there's an advantage of me not having my hands. It's the same reason why I think Stephen Hawking got so good at physics is there's less things I can do, so I have less temptations. I'm not tempted by like going to play League of Legends because I can't play League of Legends. Um,
I'm going to be a real headache.
So, but yeah, but for Battlegrounds, I don't think I could ever be a pro Battlegrounds player. My APM's not fast enough. Um, so yeah, Battlegrounds. It's why I stopped playing it because it got too like. I just didn't feel good about like what I love about Hearthstone and why I was so attracted to it is like I could be the best in the world at this because it's just mind. It's no, there's no, there's no eye-hand coordination. Um, and I really liked that about it. So kind of bad. You actually not have working hands, or is this sarcasm? I have RSI nerve pain. It doesn't happen every day. Um, so I was trying to be a StarCraft 2 pro, and that's when it started. But it's a thing of there's a difference between and I had it really bad in my 20s. It's the best it's ever been. There's a difference between having no use in your hand. So that's like one of the things I've noticed about people not understanding disabilities. There there often is this either, you know, you have no use of things or you're 100%. Um, if I only can use like let's say my hands on a computer an hour a day, I can't do this job, right? Or a lot of jobs. That's like disabling, right? But that's not the same degree as like I kind of messed up here. This is a really bad placement. Yeah. If you had hands, what would you name yourself on Twitch? I mean, I have hands, so. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I think it's like, you know, I used to have to use a wheelchair when I would go to yeah, this is such a throw by me, by the way. Because, I would have been fine here. But I have to do this. I'll be okay, though, but, like...
I don't have time for that.
The assets is in here somewhere.
What was I gonna say? So... Yeah, I would have to use a wheelchair because right at the airport, it's a crap ton of walking, you know? So then you have to walk a mile, and I couldn't do that. But then you get there, and then I would just walk into the airplane. So you walk in the airport, and if you're really like if you really bad, you know you can have it, but it's just way easier. So, but somebody might say that's faking it, and it's just like okay, you know, like I don't know. It's also this thing of like when you're disabled or you have an injury, you want to do as much as you can do without re-injuring yourself. So if you have to go from either 0 to 100 of like no use to complete use, that's not going to happen. So I don't know. It's really just this.
There is little time.
Yeah, it's very annoying of like people not understanding, like these in betweens. Probably should have done this first, but I can screw up here.
Too many cards. Even we cannot hold them.
Not sure how the order will work here, but this is what I'm going with.
The asset is in here somewhere. Can't touch me.
Oh wait, I screwed up here. Oh, this is such a throw. Like I killed my own 10-10 here, but I might still win. My placement cut through me the game there. But yeah, it is annoying with disabilities. You know, it's and injuries in general. This like, I think that's like, yeah. So I don't know. It's frustrating. Of like now I'm better again, but like I literally had this constant fear that because I would be in a lot of pain from walking a lot, and I'd be in this fear that I would be in a situation where they wouldn't believe me and I would have to walk and then re-injure my leg. I was more afraid of that than hand stuff. And just say like, oh, you look healthy and you look like you can walk. Um, you know, and I would have some situations, and I'd have documentation from my doctor to be like, hey. 'Cause I had a handicap parking spot for 5 years because of my walking problems. But yeah, am I dead here? Oh, wow, barely alive here. Wait, are they dead here? Looks like both me and my opponent threw this game, but
Can't touch me.
chat, the climb is out of control today. 11-3. Wait, how did the stream get so poppin' all of a sudden? Did we get a raid? Or are people just loving the content? Dude, this happens to me all the time. I play meta deck at like top 10 legend. 600 viewers. I play off meta. 3 million viewers. But I was doing like playing these off meta decks at like rank 3000. The world wheelchair sent me. Ah, hello wheelchair Sean. Are you in a wheelchair, Sean? Or is that content eclipse? Yeah, dude, I've seen all my friends on social media post pictures of like them looking for the eclipse and it's cloudy.
Shogun versus Deathwing. Azeroth will break. Behold what your efforts have wrought. Our ascension.
This is extra poppin'. Same deck for. I mean, I'm playing the same deck, but for 7 hours. I have a Duchenne muscular dystrophy. Let me look that up.
Job's done.
Rare inherited disease. Okay. Also, it's become increasingly good boys. I heard X League pattern. Okay. Currently no cure. Wait, I wonder if I might have had somebody in my school that had this. I think there was. I remember. He's he could walk growing up, but then he was getting. I think he had was got in a wheelchair in high school. But maybe it's a different thing.
Won't be long now.
Analogies meta still going strong. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Chats. Somebody put a hate comment about me in Baron's video, but Baron deleted it, I think. So that was nice of him. So it makes me feel better seeing. I don't know. Chat, I gotta get bots to be like, this no hands guy is great. What a great streamer and great personality. What do you do if you're not a Hearthstone pro? I'd probably be homeless. I mean, I worked as a data analyst in insurance for 9 years, so probably that.
You dare stand against the weak?
I'll handle this.
Got it under control. Just
Yeah, it's kind of I like everyone thinks you like the job of playing video games. I actually think I like working hard, but I don't like working hard so that okay, this is what like corporate is often like. You work really hard, or you work really hard one day, and then your boss says, "Yeah, so we decided we don't actually want this." Because we changed, you know, it just feels so pointless, you know? It feels like you could work hard or not work hard, and it just doesn't affect. Probably it's still better to work hard, but like, I know that if I work, I will get rewarded, and both I will get rewarded and that it will improve chats live. You know, it's you improve some spreadsheet. Like, how did you improve the world? You know, like, oh, I made our balance sheet slightly more efficient. This is such a good use of oh god, I think I have to slam this, but if it hits this, I lose for sure.
Somewhere.
Yeah, that's actually the high roll. Like an office space, yeah. Yeah, I also think like part of I think the worst thing you can be doing is doing something for a paycheck that you're not developing skills. If you're in a job you don't like and you're getting underpaid, but you're developing skills that'll be meaningful to you, it's okay. But if you're in a job that like it just truly feels like the only value you're getting out of it is the paycheck, it's going to be toxic for you. So
time to strike is now.
it's going, yeah, I don't know, it just feels, I mean, I was in runoff, which means we're like paying off things that, you know, things like asbestos claims that like, so I wasn't even really helping with my company's GDP. It was literally, I was just helping my company like deal with you know, they have to still pay out claims, you know, because for this stuff. Alright, I have to hit Hellfire, I'm pretty sure here. And I bricked. I am dead here. I don't think I can win here. Yeah. It's such an efficient curve here.
The hour is supposed Oh, we wait.
Yeah, I don't know. So I don't know. It's weird. It just even like I felt that when I was playing poker for a living. I don't necessarily have to make the world like I don't need to be like a nonprofit. I want there to be theoretically some improvement to the world for me doing my job. Maybe that my company occasionally pours something weird in the water supply and people grow, a third limb. I can live with that. The third limb might be like an interesting story for them, But I want there to be some benefit, right? To society for my job. Claim denied.
Glory to the Horde. To my will, all flesh succumbs.
Society, anyways, yeah. Like, I at least know there's probably at least one person watching the stream who's better off watching me than, like, gooning for another hour that day, Isn't believing that just a fantasy? I don't know. Is it me? Yeah.
Exclusive.
Both at the same time. Maybe.
Nice to meet you. Watch my back, Steve. Always, mug. Chill.
Nice.
The access is in here somewhere.
Melts my heart seeing you smile. Dude, everyone is always wanting me to smile. Dude, I don't believe in, like... I hate when people are like, you should smile more. I'm like, well, maybe you should make me happy more, alright? Wait, they're face tanking 8 here? That's surprising. Resting asshole face? Yeah. I don't know, I think like... Yeah. He never cries. I cry though. I haven't cried in a while though. I think I've been generally happy with like the occasional bad day. But I've been more like having a sad day, but then I just process my emotions and then like I restructure and rebrand. Or Yeah, I don't know.
Keep 'em on ice.
Chuck Norris, Chuck Norris raised. I didn't know that one. Did Chuck Norris die recently? Am I cooked here?
What do you think?
It's in here somewhere.
Wait, actually.
I'm going to be a real headache. Can't touch me.
Exclusive merch in limited quantity.
What if I'm ever supposed to just slam Story of Lakari here? Gets me a lot of big boards, but yeah. Chad, dude, the slow inevitability of death is kind of sucks. Chad, you ever see a celebrity getting old and you're like, what an idiot? Why did they get old? And then or you see like someone you knew from high school getting old, and then you realize you're aging at the exact same rate as them. And you're like, oh damn.
There is little time.
You gotta be joking me, yeah. I don't know, like, dude, I just like, you know, I don't choose to say you gotta be joking me. It just happens. It's an interesting thing of like, would it be good for me long term to like meticulously stop saying you gotta be joking me, you know?
They're on to us. It's in here somewhere.
Twilight falls across Azeroth. Is this normal? Twilight falls across Azeroth.
Had a haircut today and saw way too much white gray hair on the cap. Yeah, that's part of the reason I haven't been growing the beard out, because my beard has a lot of gray, like it's more gray hairs than regular hairs. So like if I do like I got the buzz cut here now. If I do the buzz cut and the clean shave, I can pull off like a 28-year-old. But when I grow a full beard, you know, and I have hair, I look more like a 48-year-old. So I can like switch 20 years with style choices. Dude, I mean, I would take like Anderson Cooper, Silver Fox any day, dude. That man looks amazing. Right? It's not fair. Good chat.
There is little time.
The sands speak, and I listen. Oh.
slam Deathwing now. I'm scared. Is John gonna make me a wig? Clean cut, yeah. No, I have I've been noticeably more attractive in IRL. So I think the buzz cut, my current style choices have been working. Right, uh I have positive feedback. So yeah, I remember some. Go for now. Look, I told your mom, look, this is casual, all right? We aren't together, okay?
To behold.
I trade here because I don't have lethal from hand next turn anyway, so. Yeah, I'm glad people, dude. People love the Warlock content. They always find it weird. Yeah, I think I was playing the Shaman yesterday, and the viewership was bad. And then we switched to the Warlock. Except he was dead.
There is little time.
I would believe it if your mom says she likes someone handsome like Cantaloupe. Cantaloupe's a handsome guy. Chad, it's interesting. I'm probably at BlizzCon to meet all these people I've known online for years. It's exciting. Wait, this is bullshit.
I must strike hard.
I don't know about this. I could die here, but they've already used one Molten Gold Elemental and 2 Fire Breaths, so... Yeah. You see over in Europe, So, I mean, there's just not really a professional reason for me to go to Europe. I feel like I'm more likely to go to Latin America. I mean, what is there for me in Europe, really? I don't know. It's yeah, it's an interesting thing of like, oh wait, dude, how are they stable? How are they beating me here? It's brutal. Could draw Annihilation here would be nice. Ah, these are not Annihilation. Alright, this is a fun play. I'm going for it. That was a nice play, am I right? Nice little play. EU friendly streams, or you start at the same time? I could do EU friendly streams. It's more like I'm competing with. So you get a time slot, and my audience is mainly in this time slot. So I have to pull away like loyal like viewers from other. So it's generally you don't want to be out of your time slot. When I do EU friendly streams, it tends to be on the weekends because everybody just takes off on the weekends. So like I'll do a early stream on a Saturday often. Fire Smuggler is really good. It's a great way to like spend your mana preparing without lowering your hand size as well. You're getting Hex Share or something?
There is little time. Do you like to play with fire?
Come to Brazil. It'd be fun to go to Brazil again. I don't know. It's more. I don't know. I just I gave up doing cool, fun things, so I could always focus on my true calling, which is increasing GDP by playing Hearthstone. On top deck Annihilation, chat. Oh God, am I actually losing this? This is brutal. I don't know.
I'm going to be a real headache. I'm a pretty big deal here. They're on to us.
But I don't know. It is a thing of just saying, biggest EU fan. Thank you. A lot of like the most important as a streamer, the most important skill is like predictor of success is consistency. My ability to show up every day. And I think the most important skill as a streamer is figuring, at least playing the same game, is your job is to make the fun. That's what I've learned. When a content creator says, "Oh, this meta isn't fun," they're basically saying, "I'm bad at my job," because your job is to make it fun. Now, it's to find the fun within the game, and so you always want to be like. Sometimes it's hard because meta is bad, and sometimes you just have to find one deck you like, and that can make it. Oh God. Gosh dang it, chat. Bro, my cooked here. This Pyromancer. I'd like to get through this, but
must strike.
This being untargetable is really bad. Go trade. I don't think it's correct though.
Short.
I don't know. Take some days, I know, right? Yeah. I mean, if you go look at like Raren's channel, like what is he doing? He's finding the fun in weird like situations. So he's like, all right, I'm gonna make my own classic tournament. You know, that's what he did with me. Or I'm gonna make this weird rule. He's not being reliant on Blizzard to make his game video ideas. He's doing it himself, which is, you know, and I think, you know, when before me and Raren, I feel like both got famous around the same time. But like he was trying things out. I did some stuff with him. He's like taking the ideas, like trying to make things fun. So there's an element of
I'll handle this.
we got there, dang. A lot of my best decks have been come up when I just was bored with the meta, and I couldn't find a deck I liked, so I made a deck I liked. Like my best creative so. So yeah, that's the skill, and that's why this job is hard. It's also kind of like being a fun and interesting person in real life. So if you're a boring person, the worst thing you can be is like talking to another boring person, because you're like, this boring person. But if you're a fun person and you're talking to a boring person, so you can find the fun with that boring person. Really good improv comedians. So when I used to do improv, when I was just like average, you know, you get with a bad partner, and you'd have a very unfunny scene. But the really funny people, the really good improv comedians, would lead the other person into things, and they would know how to make. They would know how to take the boring person and all of a sudden be like, no, this person isn't boring. I knew how to find the fun in them, you know? That was a nice game, Gray. It was a squeeze. Really boring. The true people of bastard boringness. Do I get hair like yours? I don't know. You could go get a buzz cut today, right? And you could tell them to be like, hey, could you buzz me here so I look like Vegeta? And they'll be like, wow, that's really dumb, but you know, you're paying me, so.
Nobody's gonna know.
Suspect you in game when I suspect Greva. Let's see, Greva. How many times yeah, Greva, you gotta, if you want to add me, I gotta know where you are. Here's our first game together, alright? So you know, I have to be regularly interacting with you, so alright. It's tough to get on the no hands friends list, alright? Yeah, you don't have to spectate me in game. You can spectate me on the stream. Tonight. I literally have a channel here on Twitch where I play, and you get to see my face too. He's like, but I want to see your face, you know. Also, should you have a phrase for radio? Whatever. Chad, I wonder if you could even make that joke to the kids these days. You're like, oh, you have a face for radio. And they're like, what's radio? They'd be like, oh, you have a face for podcasts.
Too many cards. Even we cannot hold them.
I'm going to be a real headache.
Ooh. Chat, nothing. Chat, break up with your girlfriend. Focus on the grind, alright? She's holding you back. Or your boyfriend, alright? Chat, relationships are, they stop you from achieving #1 legend greatness, alright? Okay? Gen Z. Nice, this is literally the card I want to hit.
Meet here at midnight.
Sad story doesn't grant a spawn on the friends list? No. Alright.
Muzzle their magic.
It's ruthless getting on this friends list, chat. Chat, did you guys know somebody like threw $50,000 at me trying to get on the friends list and I still denied them? I was like, you're almost there. But like, it's at least you gotta at least get to 80,000, all right?
Hear that sizzle? Come on, put your shell into it.
Too many cards. Even we
This is
cannot
for
hold them.
I don't know if I want a Hellfire here. I don't think I do.
No, it won't work.
I'm going to be a real headache.
Time runs out. The end is here.
Grilla, see, you're too entitled to it, right? You have to like create this feeling like Greywa's my friend instead of like going for it, right? I didn't know you before today, right? Like the friends, you know, like I have to be like, oh, I play against Greywa all the time. We have like crazy banter, you know, and, like he's always got this crazy gamer personality, you know. Like the first time we played. I added you Cheshire. Wait, no, Cheshire Cat. I got you and Costa Flip mixed up. I added Costa Flip, I think, at some point. Costa Flip's on my friends list, right? But he's like Stuff Flip. There's no Costa. Let's see. There he is, yeah. Wait, what? Holy illegal, chat. Wait, this was so giga illegal. Oh my god, dude. And I don't have any more Steely boys.
What do you think? I think we should crash now.
Twilight falls upon us.
The end is here.
Have a pretty big deal in here.
I could slam Cho'Gall next turn. Considering that report button.
Sizzle. Nobody's gonna know.
Nice to meet you. Too many cards. Even we cannot hold them.
Have I gone all tricksy on this game? To reduce the cost by 5. That's not enough. Right? Yeah. What do you do here, Chad? I like kind of want to slam the Cho'Gall down because it's a fun play. Chad, do you slam the Cho'Gall down here? I just can't help myself. Wait, what? I'm running some weird cards in that list. See if I just die here, though.
Lane's cruel grip shall be
Oh,
met.
wait, no! Oh, God, punish chat. Gosh dang it. Happy birthday today, but my friends didn't. Is Mickey Mouse my new best friend? Yeah, dude. That was a rough chat. Play for someone else. Hello, Death. Are you still playing this Path of Exile League? I'm spending the next 3 months getting my back in shape so I can play in the next Path of Exile League. That's my current take. But yeah, I have gotten weaker. I didn't work out as much this last year, and but I decided to take creatine again. I've been taking creatine. Trying to get, but yeah, I can, so almost everyone keeps Ingate Stooge, but I think it's often incorrect. So yeah. I probably played more. Are you doing, what are they called? Even without working out? Full strength fast, yeah. I mean, my cardio is the strongest, so I have insane endurance. I can walk for 5 miles. I can I go swimming. I can just be out doing things moderately, but I don't have the same, like, I think my new mentality in life has been like be as lazy as possible. Basically, I'm all about showing up and then being lazy, right? Like,
They thought they could hold me.
how do you swim? I use gloves. Actually, that's unironically. Okay, legit. I was at the beach today. I saw some guy. Was missing a foot, and he like got out of the water and he's hopping. So he had only 1 foot. So it's basically swimming is a great exercise for people with injuries or you know, disabilities or, you know, missing limbs.
Too many cards. Even we cannot hold them.
I swear to I can't swim. Swimming is so much fun. I've been talking about this new free-to-play game called Outside. At least there's pay-to-win elements too, but I like playing in the free-to-play zones, aka parks. It's great. You just open world, and like the more stuff you do, your character gets stronger. You know, it's great. Highly recommended.
The access is in here somewhere.
Pay to win destinations, yeah. Well, like argue just like in Hearthstone, like the pay to win things are often worse. You know? Like you go to some pay to win club and they just, you know,
Lane's cruel grip shall be met with blood.
too much grind, yeah. Well, it's I apparently played it a lot as a kid, so you know you keep the same. You have one account your whole life, right? And when you play it, like I'm already like level 90, like I'm a really high level. Like the level is infinite, but it's on different skill trees. And once you like level up a certain skill tree a lot, it just takes a huge amount of effort. But you can also go do new skill trees and level up really fast. So yeah, but if you're leveling up an old skill tree, like it takes a long time to get to the next level, you know?
Too many cards! Even we cannot hold them!
I think I'm crushing them here. What do I do this turn? Like, I'm actually in a good spot here, but they're not really doing much. Wait, are we... Am I dropping frames? Why are you saying the feels lag, man? It might just be you, Yurna.
We hunger for vengeance!
Oh, okay.
Too many cards! Even we cannot hold them! What do you think? I think we should cross
I'm going to be a real headache.
Twilight falls upon us. Is this normal?
Hearthstone's in here somewhere.
Learn a good skill on the back. So the water polo team in my high school, would make t-shirts and they were all really sexual. And the one that they always talked about, they would say, we go in hard, but we come out wet.
Friends in low places. Hear that sizzle? My goose is cooked.
Yeah, I'm glad No Homo finally died. It's just annoying having to go through your whole life constantly reaffirming that, you know, you're not indeed gay. It's annoying.
Chugal versus Jaina.
It's finally over to home.
Share our power!
I thought you were against the theory of evolution. What was I gonna say? Am I against the theory of evolution? Like, against it, it's like a policy thing. Do I believe in evolution? Yes. What other thing is the believe in? Like,
I'm a pretty big deal in here.
you know, I remember, so I was like, my parents tried to get me to not believe in evolution. And, I think like it was psychology, where I was taking psychology, and, it just, evolutionary psychology just makes so much sense. Like the way we are. Would not believe. Oh, so there were people at my church that believed in New Earth, where basically the Earth is like 4,000 years old or something, and yeah. And we were told to like, okay, you have to like learn this stuff so you don't get fail. And there, but like make sure not to believe in it, because then you go to hell. It was real bad. And then you take like evolutionary or psychology, and you're just like, well, what am I supposed to be? Basically, like, okay, we have all these weird emotions because God just put those weird emotions in us. Like, it just doesn't make so much more sense of like, oh, we have this psychological behavior because it's a survival mechanism that's evolved over time. Like that just makes so much more sense. So that's kind of like when I. Yeah, then you're like, there's like that there are dinosaur boats because God put them there, I don't know what my parents believed. I think my parents believed in evolution, but the human beings didn't come from monkeys. So it was like everything else evolved, but like not, but then God made Adam and Eve. So it was kind of, I think that's what they believed. They weren't, there's a wide spectrum. There were the anti-Harry Potter people, and anti-Halloween people, but they were the ones. So it's people had different levels of testing your faith. Yeah.
I'm going to be a real headache. Will hear of this.
Dude, that is the joke that kids would make in second grade. That I haven't heard somebody say in IRL in second grade in 30 years. But I would hear it in second grade.
The access is in here somewhere.
No, it's yeah. There was a lot of like double bind jokes where they say, "Are you something?" And if you say one answer, they make fun of you in one way, and if you say the other thing, they make fun of you another way. You'd have to find like a third option. That's the only way you can win. What did Jesus do in his teenage years? So between like him being young and 30, there's no record of his life. Okay, my theory is, I think to become enlightened, you have to like go F up a bunch. So I think Jesus was like partying it up in his 20s and sitting, and then he like realized this was bad. Because he's very, you know, at least his teachings are very, I think there's a, yeah. Because he was partying. I could see that.
I have an idea. No, it won't work.
Can't touch me.
It shows, yeah, it doesn't show, but, now we know it's counterspell, explosive, Oasis ally. Wait, it can't be explosive, right? That's a bug. We know it's a counterspell and Oasis ally. What did you do in my teenage years, in my high school? Okay, so my freshman and sophomore year, I feel like I was very much addicted to Diablo and Warcraft 3. I played a lot of those. I didn't have many friends my freshman and sophomore year. It was a rough time in my life. And then I turned this franchise around, made a bunch of friends and became cool. Joined a band, did a bunch of stuff. And yeah, by the time I was a senior, I was a cool kid. This is amazing. Like very satisfying to turn the franchise around from lame to cool, you know? You sure it got turned around? Well, then I messed, you know. But then I got, it all went downhill when I got injured in my 20. The amount of like, dude, if I were a stock charts, like, what's like a really volatile but always increase, like, I feel like I'm like a gold stock, you know? You know how gold is very volatile, but it's been increasing a lot over the last like 100 years? But I think the fundamentals of the no hand stock are really sound now, so it's a really good investment. Most volatile, most tech stocks, okay. But like gold has been, it's been doing it more for a longer time. A lot of these tech stocks have been around for like 10 years, you know. Yeah, I don't know. So, I was in a band. So I started playing drums my sophomore year. I had like a friend I would practice with, and then I joined it. Like me and some guys from church started a band together. We were called. You could look us up. We still have a MySpace. Let me see if I can. Yeah, we're still. You can still find us. There's no single globally. All right. Looks like our MySpace is gone. Wait. Okay. Yeah.
What do you think?
I don't know. There's not really much to see online. See, is MySpace still a website? Oh,
Time runs out. The end is here.
Alright, it looks like I can't find it, but yeah. Kind of church? I don't know. I don't know. I don't trade commodities.
Sisters, my will shall lead us to victory!
I'm going to be a real headache.
Oh, I hate this jerkwad. Play a song. I don't know. I do know I still have some of them on like an old hard drive, but I have to go find. I transferred most of my music collection to Spotify, but that stuff wouldn't work. They're all old iTunes stuff.
Too many cards. Even me cannot hold them. Twilight falls upon us.
I don't know what to do here. But yeah, being in a band is like, it's a really good experience. Like, you have to make friends, you have to like get people to come to your band, but it gives you a reason to like talk to people. They're like, oh, come to see my band. You know, if you just have like any, you know, you have to get practices, coordinate. It's a, you know, I don't know. I feel like the kids probably don't. I feel like people don't do bands anymore. I don't really know this, but it just seems like with AI, I feel like AI, or I don't know. I feel like, but yeah, it was. This guy's so annoying. Facial shard is decent here.
Nice to meet you. Time runs out. The end is here.
That's a pretty good turn. Wait, can I can't slam Ultra Deathwing next turn, but... Nowadays with the juice. That's yeah, I don't know. It's hard when you have a meta where the only way you can get noticed is to juice.
My instinct shall hunt down our
If
enemies.
you're not already established. So that's how you get noticed. So there are probably people not getting juiced and then they don't get views, you know? It's human nature to see like, oh, this person is buff. They must know what they're talking about. But yeah.
Just a little time pressure.
Yeah, well, it's like, it's hard, you know, a lot of these people die at 40, you know? It's just so terrible for your health.
I'm a pretty big deal in here.
D to put in the S. Yeah, that's true, Salad. You know, it's more, but I mean, it's not. It's that. I mean, but it's you still. I mean, you still have to put in the work, but. Oh yeah. Yeah, but it's, I don't know. It's but it does create probably bad, I don't know.
Just a little time pressure.
I mean, to be fair, it's probably pretty fun to be able to do to do that. Lamb, Deathwing here.
I am the end of all things. I am the chronicler zone. Nice to meet you. Get it off! Get it off! Before I lose my will.
No, yeah, I mean, I think it's the social media stuff, right? It's but yeah, I don't know. It's it just creates standards where, but I don't know. There's a negative to it. But I could see the appeal. You know, you probably do it if you just do it. Like probably the person who benefits the juice the most is just like a casual lifter who just uses a little bit of juice, and then looks buff.
The others will avenge me.
You know, or like somebody, you know, in their 50s who, you know, goes on testosterone replacement therapy and then looks like a really good 50-year-old. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm going for longevity in my life. I want so, but yeah. Yeah, it might have that element to Death where I kind of feel this about drinking. Like you're better off going out. Like, so more people are going out sober than they did when I'm in my 20s. But a lot of people historically, like, they quit drinking and then they quit socializing. That could have good rogue. I don't know. You're probably better off, you know. I mean, yeah. More damage than positives, yeah. Probably just testosterone replacement is probably really helpful for a lot of people. But I don't really know how all the steroids work. That's like the whole reason, right? You get buff and then you're like, all right. Chad, you guys know the original, I feel the original, this was, remember that SpongeBob? Where he, fakes that he's really buff? That's where I learned my lessons on the danger of,
I bring the fury of the elements, the hour of twilight. Fear our power!
harder because everyone drinks on occasion, but I think you learn how to social. Yeah. So not drinking. So bars now have mocktails that are expensive. That's what I don't like about it. But bars have non-alcoholic things, and there's just more people. I meet so many people out who don't drink now, and it's normal for people to not drink. Where when I lived in Connecticut in my 20s, like if you were at a bar not drinking, people would be like, it would just be turned into a big conversation on like, why aren't you drinking? Or especially in college. But now it's much more. It's a huge, you know. And there are boomers who think people should go back to drinking. But I think there's also this element of you used to get drunk and look a fool and break social norms. But it was pre-internet. So, like, it would just be people would know. Where now, like, are pre-phones. But now, like, there's people out recording stuff. So, it just changes the dynamic, you know? So I think people are like less inclined to go out and drink and make a fool, and it's more expensive. What do young people do these days? They scroll social media, goon, and then say 6, 7, I think. I mean, alcohol is. Do these objective takes on alcohol being unhealthy for you literally like didn't stop any from drinking back in the day. Like, everyone is, like, people have known it's unhealthy for a while.
Too many cards! Even we cannot hold them!
I'm going to be a real headache.
Back in my day, the kids said to 69. Yeah. I do think smoking is bad, yeah. Wow. What a weak play.
Too many cards! Even we cannot hold them!
Yeah, dude, it's weird, like the paradox of doctors. Like, there are things people get wrong, you know, because like doctors did recommend weight loss. It's an interesting thing of what do you guys think of what's the take on this? Because there can be medical advice that 50 years from now we say, you know, is the leeches of the day, right? Like, or the smoke. So people will say, but if you just stop trusting doctors entirely, you know, and do your own research, is so because I don't trust doctors with a lot of my health problems because like, doctors don't really understand nerve pain and chronic pain. Purely on vibes, yeah. Another sentence. Wasn't bad. Warlock is back, dude. 14 and 6 today. The Defy Smuggler has been a huge improvement to the deck.
Even we cannot hold them.
I think this is a good line.
The assets is in here somewhere.
What are the best evidence right now? Yeah. I mean, it's Steve Jobs was like had a very curable form of cancer and he didn't go with what the doctor said and he died and he probably didn't need to die. I kind of operate on do what the doctors say unless what the doctors say is like absurdly expensive or, you know, I think that's the one I'm skeptical on. And doctors are like, hey, but and also
Someone's gotta lead the charge.
why didn't they kill my 9/3 here? That's a huge mistake. I don't know. Wait, do I have lethal here? Yeah.
Can't touch me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's dude, the climb is out of control today though. Work for everyone. Yeah, it's hard. Like people, I mean, there's an element of I really believe in intensely in a lot of my nerve stuff because it worked for me when nothing else did, and I thought I was gonna be, and it has worked for other people, but I think people, it's often like really hard to know why you like got better, and it's very easy to falsely. There's also weird things like, okay,
Feel our power.
I think this happens with, so, like, let's say, let's say you go to a massage therapist, for your pain. And it's not that they like, and they do something in your back. And it's not that they did anything magical. It's just that you were relaxed, got to take an hour off, had somebody paying attention to you, and that made you feel good, and that lowered your back pain. But it's not like anything actual mechanical. like something like that could happen where it's not the cause you think it is. It's just that, so there's a lot of things like that, I think, where the reason why something worked isn't the reason you think. Ooh, this is bad. Bro,
We
wait.
can't afford errors.
Pat! This is very bad.
Nobody's gonna know.
Dead next turn. Like I have to hit Hellfire here. Start is. I think I go for it. I bricked. Alright, you know what? We'll play the MK instead. Alright. You know, I don't know. I lost. I probably should. I don't know. I'm supposed to go for Hellfire there for sure.
Change is coming.
Scammers. Well, I was more thinking chiropractors, because I feel like my chiropractor helped me, but I don't think I have my own, like, I had another chiropractor who I think he didn't do anything. But I think, yeah. I don't know. I also did like stuff like acupuncture, and I think, I don't know, I think acupuncture is a complete scam. And I don't know, I was at a bar, and I was talking to some woman who did acupuncture for a living. And what I wanted to say is I think your job is the scam, but I resisted. I resisted the urge to be a jerkwad. As your shield? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's just like in real life. Yeah. Your outlook is going to be more negative. Yeah. There also probably are just situations where the doctor doesn't like feel like dealing with your problems. So they give some meds instead of like, yeah. But I don't know. I do think you have to really like advocate and think for yourself. At least like go to doctors, take notes, maybe see more doctors if you have a tough to solve problem. But yeah, I'm still kind of like mad that 0 doctors suggested some of the stuff that I ended up using. And the problem that I didn't like, because I would hear the term pain management. But the problem for me of like pain management was I didn't really want to manage my pain. I wanted to like actually gain my activities back as opposed to like, yeah, the alternative theories. Yeah. I mean, I think like part of the reason you do alternative therapies is because you're desperate. Like nothing has worked, right? If you go to the doctor and it works, then you don't use the alternative therapies. It's because you're desperate for something to improve you, you know, and you'll try anything. Because the scientific method has kind of failed you, right? No, nobody helped me. I did some weird things where they put like a thing in my back. There were some treatments that I denied that would have probably hurt me for life. with like more invasive treatments that I'm glad I never did. But yeah, it's just crazy. Like no one, and I know Sarno's methods. I've seen Dr. Mike, who's a big YouTube, talk about Sarno's methods. So they're gaining, and the book Alan by Turning. Wait, not Alan. That's the computer guy. Alan Gordon wrote The Way Out. That I know someone from Sex Cult who read his book, and it helped her on chronic pain. Is more scientific and more. It's a little more sound, but even it's sorry. Alan Gordon wrote a book. And it's got like 3,000. But I also felt his book is it's not as it's not. He only mainly talks about the more scientifically verified elements of chronic pain. He doesn't talk about some of the advanced stuff that I found some guys, a guy on YouTube talk about some of the stuff, but the idea of daily repression. So let's say I just have an emotional instinct when chat says something stupid to be a jerk to them, you know, when they're like, is it worth it to play Hearthstone? Repression is me just not saying that and not doing that is repressing, because like my natural system wants to say this mean thing to chat when they're like, you know, is this game completely like why do pro players think they're good? This game is completely luck based. Like I want to go on a rant, but if I hold some of the more emotional repression theories are like these theories of like you have this view of like what a good person does, and it goes against your emotions. So yeah. But yeah, now I generally have an idea of like what's a context. You know, if I'm at some party, like a friend invites me to a party, and there's some idiot saying something that's their friend, I'm not gonna freaking go full autist on them and start being like, actually, all right. But if somebody comes to my party and they say something stupid, you better believe I'm gonna be like, hey, that's a stupid thing, all right?
Never see us coming.
Because they came to my party, all right? That's kind of like you come to my stream and say something stupid, like, you can't just get away with that, right?
I'll handle this.
Must be fun, yeah.
Who goes there?
I don't know. I could tell you something, dude. I got in some, I've gotten in lots of little fights at parties, like word fights. I've never gotten in a physical fight. And I remember all of them. Like, it's actually interesting when you have these conflicts. I remember them 15 years later.
Too many cards. Cannot hold them.
I might be dead. I'm probably dead here. Gosh dang it. Yeah, well, it's some of the dynamics. So I remember this from comedy. The big funny comedian would insult everybody, right? Like the guy who would host. He was the top notch, but if somebody insulted him, he would punish you for it socially, because he could, right? And that's like some of the dynamic of like this person is the valuable person, right? You're not the valuable person. It's like the boss can make fun of the employees, but the employees can't make fun of the boss. And it feels bad to, like, you don't push back. Just like chat, you can't make fun of the streamer unless you use a kappa. That's the loophole, right? But the streamer can make fun of you, right? Luckily, you have the kappa defense, but. Since you had to defend myself physically in our context matters, yeah. I do think the big thing is knowing, like, you know. You know, when I used to be at the poker table, people would believe all sorts of stupid stuff. And you let them believe it because they're making you money, right? Why would you let people not believe the stupid shit, and then they might actually listen to you, and then you would make money. But if someone's on your team, you know. Yeah, I mean, it's a super. I swear, I got a lot of conflicts with people like 3 years ago. I think I was both in person and online. I don't know if you know some of the conflicts I've had in this community, the Hearthstone community, but what was I gonna say? What was I gonna say? But I'm all in, yeah. But yeah, now I'm like, I feel like I get lots of small conflicts now, but I don't get in many big conflicts, if that makes sense. Wait, this is really annoying. This was actually such a high roll. It's actually so bad. Maybe I slammed the cage cranium. I can't afford to take all this damage here. I don't think.
I'm going to be a real
What's a small conflict? Oh, it might be just somebody saying like, "Oh, you should just they say just some like just like often just disagreeing with somebody, or you know, I guess a small conflict is you know, they say, hey, you're
Here, a scribble there.
it says right here it's $2 and your machine it's charging me $4. That's a small conflict. Yeah, this is so bad. What do I do? I don't know, this is dumb. Is it your machine? What? Yeah, I'm more like, okay. Well, I think also. Okay, let me think. I think sometimes people will say these things. I'm trying to think. I'm sorry. I'm thinking, so I'm not verbalizing. But it's actually a good question, which is why I'm allowing myself to think about it. I think I'm cooked here, though. Don't think I have a good out. I guess I do have an out.
Twilight falls upon
This is effectively 3 to like better up.
Shadow envelops you.
Oh, okay. So trying to think of some good examples. It's actually, sorry, I'm thinking about it. I think there's a lot of situations where people will, they'll say these statements like, oh, I can't believe this person said this to me, or I can't believe this person did that. And they want you to validate their worldview. And these people tend to have worldviews that get them in conflicts with a lot of people. And that's why they're trying to get you to validate their worldview. They might be like, you know, yeah, I think I was talking to a friend. This is and he was like, oh, you know, this girl, I asked her out, and she said, oh, she's just really busy right now. And I asked, like, and then she like asked her out again. She's like, oh, like basically said some of the lines to me, like, oh, I don't even think. Why is she saying this? Like, I don't even think she's that, like, oh, she's not that busy. I can't remember the exact context. Basically, he's recognizing she's not. It seems like she's making excuses to not go out with them. And I was like, yeah, that's because if she says you're just not that important to me to go out with, you're gonna get mad. So she's not saying that. So I have to insult him, you know, which just a little insult, as opposed to, you know, if you allow this person to do these things over and over again. Well, he's kind of saying this, and I'm like, no, she's avoiding a conflict with you because you're not that important to you. She's saying the polite thing, as that people tend to do what's the norm in society. You don't just say you're not attractive. Like, I'm not attracted enough to you to go out with you. So she says, "Oh, I'm busy," or "I'm working on my career." You know, like all the meme excuses people say, right? They're funny, right? But if you don't say that, you get in these situations where these people are repeatedly so, and then those are the little conflicts I get in where people have some situation where they're having a conflict with other people and they want you to agree with them, and you're like, no, you're an idiot. Yeah. you're like my best. You know, where do you go? You know, I just love our friendship, so that's why I don't want to go out with you, right? Tell women you love them. Anyways. Well, it's more like that situation.
I'm a pretty big
There's
deal in here.
Yeah. I have to return some videotapes, you know. The original.
Too many cards. Even we cannot hold them.
I'm going to be a real headache. Do not ever call me anything.
big deal in here.
Too many cards. Even we cannot hold
Saying her
them.
mom called her dog. Oh yeah, you would get fined from Blockbuster if you didn't rewind it. I forgot about that. That's hilarious. But anyways, yeah, I think a lot of those are conflicts where somebody says these things, and they want you to support their worldview, often against other people, and I will just say, no, you're wrong. And some people won't like that, but if you do that, if you get in these small conflicts with people, because the problem is if you don't get in that conflict, the person just keeps upping and or saying these ridiculous things over and over again, and you're not supposed to be friends with everybody. It's like sometimes you say something like that and it's okay. What did he want you to say? I don't know. I think he legit didn't know. It was incredibly obvious to me, but I think he just didn't really know, and it's just, I don't know. But it's, I mean, it's...
In here somewhere.
Yeah. I think I hear... I'll hear, like, guys complaining about something about someone they're dating, and then I'm like, it just sounds like you don't like this person. Like, why don't you just break up with them? And they're like, you know, but they just want to complain about it. I'm like, there's a lot of that. Live venting, yeah. I don't know.
I'm going to be a real headache.
So much better, less drama, I know, right?
What's war? Then one above. Go!
I don't think I pressed this because I think they're likely to go Annihilation back here.
My hand can't fit that code.
But I don't know. Yeah, so I think those are the little conflicts that you say something, and if you have those little conflicts, I feel like you avoid, you know, the big ones. That's what I've noticed. Ooh, wait, I could just steal one of these now.
That's skill.
That's probably the better play, actually.
That's skill.
What do you think?
I think Twilight falls
Is this normal? Time runs out. The end is
Wait. This is dumb. was supposed to trade first. I could have had a 10-10 there. It'll be okay though.
The access is in here somewhere.
Yeah, but I think basically if you avoid conflict, I mean that is the big lesson of World War II, right? There, I remember just reading just the stuff on the World War II, and there's all these opportunities to just completely shut Hitler down, but they didn't want another world war because everyone was so sick of war, so they just kind of appeased and just believed him. You'd be like, oh, I'm not going to invade anyone else. We just needed this. And they're like, okay, just don't do it again. And then you do it again. And they're like, what? Why did you do it again, dude? He's like, oh, my bad, but like, I won't do it again. And you do it again.
Too many cards! Even we cannot hold them!
Yeah.
I'm a pretty big deal in here.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Dude, does this even cut? What?
The access is in here somewhere.
Ooh, unlucky, dude. I think we got him here. Wait, if I could just draw Cho'Gall, I have like the win here, right?
You will reach anyway.
Time has nice to meet you.
I've only played 4 Rafams here. It's crazy, dude.
Together, Rapals, we will make everyone green.
Ah, I bricked chat. Son of a gun. Alright, I'm pretty sure Cho'Gall has to be the top deck here.
Time runs out. The end is here.
It's in here somewhere.
I'm a pretty big deal in here.
Mages of Dalaran, turn them all into sheep.
Nice to meet you.
I bricked chat, son of a gun. No, dude. We have another annihilation here too.
Time has come. Victory or death. Victory.
Another glacial shard here. We've used all the glacial shards, right? Oh, steal it. Okay. How close am I to lethal here?
Twilight falls across
Wait, they played 9 things here? I feel like I'm pretty sure I need lethal here to win. But, so I think I'm losing, unfortunately. I think they got me. Gosh dang it. Um, Ooh, because they're probably annihilation here, though. The problem.
I'm going
Wait,
to
no
be a
annihilation?
real
Do I just win here? All that to lose.
Wow.
How did I win this game? I thought they had me here. Good job. Bathroom break.
You can't outrun the storm.
Brothers, I'll handle this.
Goose is cooked. Edwin versus Jaina.
You asked for it.
The Scourge will meet their end. Change is coming.
Nobody's gonna know. What did?
Meet here at midnight. I've got a plan.
Nice to meet you.
Always go in with backup.
This timeline needs more watching.
Am I outnumbered? Outplanned? The true masters draw close. Our time is almost up. Nightmares are never forgotten.
Don't miss just one.
Well, well. Time is almost up.
Home in the shadows.
All right. Shut him back. Okay, here we go. I was making a protein shake. Oh, this game is chaos. We're not watching the end of this. What kind of protein? Banana, peanut butter, and whey. I'm trying to get just regular gym habits. I'm not, so I'm having a protein shake every day. Pretty good. You also go to gym? Yeah, I have been going to the gym, yeah.
Chogo versus Scarps.
The name's Butter Butter.
The hour of twilight.
Feel our power.
Wait, how did... Wasn't I just spectating him? I thought he was in the middle of an amazing, crazy game. How did that happen? How big is your penis? Only just big enough that your mom keeps calling me back. All right, but that's not saying much.
The true masters draw close.
Nobody's gonna know.
The day I discovered. Really? 79? Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. So I think like people worry about discoverability in the scene. But I feel like it's all about just like building a reputation in your community and also being good at your job. Because every beginner streamer is like, oh, it's hard to get noticed because of the front page. But I think if you do it long enough, you look at every major streamer, probably everyone who watches Twitch regularly knows who they are. You know? Clickbait name? What are you even talking about, chat? This name is the least clickbait name, actually.
I'm going to be a real hero.
Nobody's gonna know.
What do you think? I think we should crush them!
The access is in here somewhere.
Home in the shadows.
What are they doing here?
Connect to
Oh, Ashmane. I didn't see this coming. This is probably bad. That is a big Ashman hand. Holy crap, chat. This is not good. Luckily they can't steal a curse chain here, right?
The access is in here somewhere.
Home in the shadows.
Yeah, it is weird that, like, in movies, you almost barely ever see characters drink milk. But it's one of the most drank drinks, you know? You ever think about that? Like, we need more depictions of drinking milk in... No, I never think about that. Well, maybe we should think about that, alright? It seems like a kind of an important detail.
Hear that sizzle?
Yeah, dude, we did CBD.
The assets is in here somewhere.
The true masters draw close.
I'm stuck.
I have an idea.
No, it won't work. I'm a pretty big deal in here.
Oh, maybe this is dumb. It kind of telegraphs my hand, but... Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Mario.
Nice to meet you.
Well, this is annoying. God. I have 2 glacial shards in my deck, so if I tap, I have a good probability 1 in 7 to hit. Maybe I go for that. I also can go Hellfire into proc. That might be the play.
The assets is in here somewhere.
I'm going to be a real
The assets is in here somewhere.
I guess people drink milkshakes in movies. You see milkshakes more than just straight up milk, right?
My pantry is bare. Hear that sizzle?
Why not dead here? Wait, why didn't they play Corona there? Am I alive here? It's crazy. I'm gonna give up a bunch of points, that's annoying. Yeah. Okay, can I reverse steal this?
It's in here somewhere.
Take me from my throne.
Wait, can they just, do they have their own annihilation? I mean, if they have annihilation, they have lethal, right? So. Oh no. Can you get through both of these jerkwads? Son of a... Dude.
Chugul versus the Thunder King!
An energy made manifest. The hour of twilight. Feel our power.
I am the bar you
Wait, this is really bad. Oh no. I don't have an answer for it either. This is very bad. I could go coin freeze. It doesn't... Might have been the right play. I don't know.
Too many cards. Even we cannot hold them.
a decent situation now. We'll kill it, and then our goal is to survive till turn 8.
Change is coming.
This is a bad double spell, so that's good for us. A flame. Yeah, my back has been hurting. Playing PoE. I think my back is out of shape, so I'm back at the gym doing deadlifts regularly. I've been doing a lot more less heavy lifting exercise, but I'm trying to get my back in shape again. And then I think, because I have to like control the mouse with my head motions, so
Too many cards. Even we cannot
Going to be a real headache. Ow, my head.
So, what are things that'd be nice to hit? It'd be nice to hit curse chains here, but really, so I have glacial shard, so I think the play is Imp Gain Stooge and then Drain Soul next turn, and then, oh, that's really bad that they have that. That's really unlucky. That's so unlucky. Like they should have to trade all their stuff into there, and they don't, and I'm kind of just screwed now. That's so bad. Yeah, the problem is also this is so hard for me to get to turn 7 here. I don't know.
The hour is postponed. We wait.
Alright, I think I'm gonna make a YouTube intro and then call it. I'm a little tired.